Welcome to Writer's Life, a place we get the sights, sounds, smells, tastes of my particular writer's life. We get a lot of sun. It's downright cold here in Florence today. Beautiful day. I mean, you know, it's sunny and not a cloud in the sky after a week straight of rain. And the river, which almost flooded over its banks. Torrential rains. Crazy. And don't forget to sign up, smash the like button, all that stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. Why men aren't reading anymore. Sort of a little thing I wanted to touch on. It's not a little thing. But it's true. It's something like 80% of all readers are female now. Fiction readers, you know, genre fiction, everything, and boys don't read or whatever. That's another problem. And it's not just me saying this. It's several independent sources have really been attacking this subject on their podcasts and their YouTube video stations and stuff like that. And it's good to know that a lot of people that some people are willing to do something about it. And I write a lot of genre fiction that's really geared towards women, especially my psychological suspense, like The Remains, for instance. How many hundreds of thousands of copies of that have I sold? Sold 1,200 just this weekend alone. And let's see, my very first long-form work, it was a novella. It was called Permanence, and you can still get it. That was from the female point of view. The Remains is from the female point of view. The Ashes is from the female point of view. And I just finished The Bones. I'm just going through the rewrite now in Italy. Again, female point of view. But the thing is, those books can be enjoyed by both men and women. It's got all the tropes in there for everybody. But then I have my detective stories and of course my Chase Baker action adventure stories. That's like, if you love Indiana Jones, and a lot of dudes love Indiana Jones, you're going to love that. I certainly love writing them, and I love doing the traveling required for the research, all that sort of stuff. But I think what happened was 25 years ago when I got my first major deal with Delacorte, I wrote a book called As Catch Can. It was really originally called The Innocent, but the editor at the time changed it to As Catch Can because, like, I don't know, Harlan had a book called The Innocent or something. Every author's got a book called The Innocent. Anyway, it sold modestly. It was real rough, tough, noir, hard-boiled book. A book that men would really enjoy, right? But it was at that time that, like, chick lit was starting up, and publishing houses were just starting to take on mostly women as editors and stuff like this. And, you know, I'm not knocking them or anything like that, but, like, men were being phased out almost completely. And now it's like the publishing houses are all 80% women, and they want books for women and men, and masculinity and all those things are, like, frowned upon as if it's bad. You know, you can't be the toxic male, right? Well, I am, you know, and proud of it. And, you know, it's funny, like, after I got the rights back to As Catch Can, I changed it to The Innocent, and it sold like 100,000 copies in like 3 weeks. So there was still a market for it, and that was like 10 years later. So where's all this going? It's going to a new magazine called Vigilante Magazine that's being published by Gutter Books publisher Matt Louise. I'm going to be a managing editor, and no, I'm going to be, what am I? A contributing editor. And the editor is going to be Troy Lambert. Troy Silence of the Lambert. That's what I like to call him. Best-selling author out of Idaho. And, oh, my arm's getting tired. Hang on a second. I gotta, like, take a break. I need one of those sticks, but they look so gay. I don't know. But anyway, And it's going to be a magazine that sort of is a throwback to the old pulp adventure mystery magazines of the 1930s, 40s, 50s. And it's going to be fiction for men and women. And we want to get men reading again, buying books, and not being ashamed to buy books, being ashamed to read some really cool fiction. Because they're missing out on some. It's a real quality of life thing. You know, like I can't imagine going a day without reading. I mean, I love getting, at the end of the day, getting in bed and reading. And I'm reading. I've been going through a Jim Thompson period here, where I'm reading all the Jim Thompson. Some of them for the second time. I love it. And those were tough guy noir books, tough guy mystery. So anyway, that's the news. Vigilante Magazine, we already have like most of the stories selected. I think we have room for maybe 5 or 6 others. So if you want to submit, I think you can still go to the Substack page that exists. We've already had some personnel changes, so just I'll try to provide a link where you can submit your stories or whatever. I think you still have time, a little bit of time before the first issue goes out. The date was going to be in April. I think it's going to be pushed out to like June now or something like that, late May or June. But anyway, Vigilante Magazine is coming. There's going to be a Substack page for it. We're going to have a podcast where we'll interview authors and stuff like that, and should be a lot of fucking fun, let me tell you. And all you toxic males are invited. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Ciao, ciao.